Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. In yesterday's episode, there was actually more of it than what you saw, or should have been. And what happened was, I was talking to myself towards the end of yesterday's episode, because what I didn't notice was that the memory card in my camera had filled up. Now, no, usually what I'll do is I'll shoot some scenes, and then I'll go into the back and I'll transfer the files into the computer. And I guess I forgot to dump the files in the camera, erase the files that were in the camera, and come back with a fresh memory card. And I filled it up, and I noticed afterwards I didn't see the little record button glowing here, and I thought, well, something's wrong. And then I noticed over here on the right hand side of my screen I was getting this flashing thing going on, and I thought, what's that? I've never seen that before, and I don't think I ever have. And then I realized, oh, my memory card's full. Yeah. So I was talking to myself for a while there, but you didn't miss a whole lot. It was when I was gluing these little parts down. I think it was when I was actually gluing this number 15 down. And that's when it happened. Anyway, we're beating this to death. We are going to try and get the rest of our doors down today. Try and get the rest of the parts down here for step 14. The plastic, that is. This whole little mini module is going to have to be sprayed later. Probably won't be today. We will probably be looking to get our photo etched maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, we are ready for you-know-who. The weather right now on the between Max's house and my house, it's 13.6. It's going to be another nice, beautiful day. I did get out yesterday. I did go to the Dairy Queen. I will never go to the Dairy Queen again for coffee, I'll tell you that. I think it was $3 and just over $3 for a small cup of coffee. And I think the same thing at McDonald's was $1.12. What are they thinking? Are they trying to go out of business or something? I'm never going to go there for coffee again. Okay. Enough about that. It was a nice day yesterday. It looks like we're going to get out again today. I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a McDonald's that my wife and I used to go to years ago. I think that's the plan. Like, by years ago, I mean in the early 80s. Now, I did the street view of it. It's in the same place, but it doesn't look the same. So I think probably what's happened is they probably tore down the old one and put up a new one. I don't know. I didn't think there's anything wrong with the old one, but hey, that's what McDonald's does. They probably have a policy when their building is a certain number of years old, they just tear it down and put up a new one. Well, people like change, right? And maybe that's what's keeping them going. They're being innovative, and they keep making change. They keep making people want to come back there and think to themselves, hey, let's go see what the new McDonald's looks like. Who knows? Anyway, that's the plan for today. And the McDonald's I'm thinking of right now is the one it's on the other side of the river on Main Street. Oh boy, do I give a lot of information that I don't need to. Okay, let's recompose here maybe, and I'm going to finish getting these doors down. I got to cut them off so that they look like they're only part way down. I don't think I've got anything else to add here. I do believe the weather's going to be nice. Let's just give it a little quick check here. Hey Google, what is the weather forecast for Winnipeg for this afternoon?
The forecast in Winnipeg this afternoon is 21 degrees and sunny. Right now, it's 11 degrees and sunny.
Yeah, 11's probably more accurate. This temperature reading is always a little bit warmer than it really is. But here it says 24 and sunny. So I'm gonna go with the 24. That sounds a lot better, doesn't it? Okay, now let's get going here. Okay, now I don't want these doors coming down too far here because we want to be able to, see in and see the aircraft that may or may not be in the hangar. I'm just going to sort of eyeball it. I'm just going to guess maybe about like this. I'm just trying to keep the blade in the crack that's already there. I'm going slowly because if the blade jumps over into the next crack, then I'm going to have sort of an uneven. All right. Okay, so maybe I should maybe sand this off just a little bit here. And where's the sanding stick here? I know this trying to do everything on camera is becoming a you might say it's getting kind of ridiculous. Okay, now this should drop into place right here. Yeah, this one's working better. All right, let's just recompose and glue these in place here. And this is no history. We're not gonna need this anymore. Okay, I've turned this piece around 180 degrees here. I was realizing that one of the reasons why I was having such a problem yesterday trying to get these pieces in place is because I was coming at it from the wrong angle. Yeah, and also you probably noticed that when I put this thing down, I put it down the wrong way. Now, being is that this edge right here is straighter than the one that I cut with the knife. I'm going to just put this in upside down. I don't think we would notice that, but all right, now once again we're just going to use our Tamiya extra thin here to do some melding. Okay, we'll just let that do its thing. In the meantime, let's move our way up here and try and get some of these other ones. Oh, maybe I'll just turn this around. It's a little bit straighter on the other edge. I think that's pretty much seated. Okay, we'll let those dry, and yeah, then I'll flip it over and see what it looks like from the other side.
Hey, Ron.
Hello! I didn't see you coming. I didn't see you coming, Missy.
It's a windy day.
Very windy.
Dogs don't like the wind. They can't hear anything but the wind, and they don't feel safe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She had a quick pee and straight into the park, and she just wanted to come to your place.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, I'm honored, Missy. I'm honored. Just let me sit down. Let me sit down. Okay, come on. There you go.
Rainey taking Penny, she's a calico cat over 20 years old, to the vet. They're going to do some tests today, but I don't think there's too much that they could do. She hasn't eaten for 4 days.
Oh, she didn't eat last night either then? Oh.
Missy put some of the tastiest food under her nose, and she just wandered away a little while and threw up some very clear stuff, probably just water, but
Maybe
she'll probably need to be put down today or tomorrow.
yeah, I was just going to say that might be the thing to do. Yeah. Well, that's sad. That's sad.
It sort of casts a sad pall over my birthday tomorrow, but that's okay with me. Birthdays come. I'm like a turtle. I just like tuck my head in and let it pass over without any bother.
Yeah.
But Rainey, she kind of believes in a birthday fortnight, you know, so that's a big deal of things.
Is Rainey going to get another cat, do you think?
I gave her the option, but she's not. They've had cats since she was born, you know. So the whole putting down thing, and she said, if the cat is put down, she'll just go and do it. And I think she wants to be alone because she's accustomed to it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never put an animal down. So
it's going to be a sad day over at Joe's.
and yeah, she's sort of non-committal about it. And then I'll give her a treat afterwards, maybe 5 or 6 times up and down the house at full speed, barking and growling and snarling like a wild animal. And then we'll give her a break. Playtime is at night at, 8 o'clock with Rainey and about 10:15 with me. So she has a schedule. Thanks for your kindness, Ron.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Yeah. And today is Thursday.
Today is Thursday, yeah?
Have fun on the motorcycle.
I will. I know. Hi, Missy. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Well, that's kind of sad. Sounds like Penny the cat is not long for this world. Yeah, it's always sad when a pet dies. Okay, I think we're ready to try and glue some more pieces onto the sides here. It would be some of this stuff here. I think it should be in place before we try to paint it, and then we paint everything all at the same time. I got a feeling that then we have to try and fit this piece on somehow, or is it something else that's supposed to go in right there? Oh no, it's a piece that we already painted a while ago, a couple of weeks ago already. It has to Well, how does this piece go on? Well, let's recompose and figure it out. Okay, now this is not making sense here. Okay, this piece right here is this piece right here. And in the manual it shows that the doors are put, you know, all the way down. We chose not to do that. But I've got this at the correct angle here. And then if we take this piece, which is this one right here, and it appears that see, there is no markings or you know, positioning lines or anything like that on this that I can see. No, there's just nothing there. So if we follow our arrow, I've learned with trumpeter, this is sort of what they try to do. They've got this arrow coming down from right here and stopping right there. So that would be have I got this at the right angle? Have I got the right piece? Yeah, that's this piece. There's no question about it. Okay, it looks like. Okay, and we get it at the same angle like this. And it looks like the center of this right here is right there. And it's supposed to come, and it shows like to right about there. So does that mean we do it something like this? And there would be a gap there? You know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to peruse ahead and see if I can find this part assembled further on in the manual. Okay, this module that we're making right now has been labeled CC. And I did peruse ahead, and I have found where they put CC down, and we can kind of see how this is all supposed to go. I'm noticing here that it has the word last. In other words, this piece goes down, I would assume, after this piece gets plugged in. Now this piece we've already made, and it's already painted. So yeah, we're still going to have to be painting this before we glue this in. Let's just peruse ahead and see if we can zoom in close enough to figure out what is going on in relationship between you see there's detail right here, all right? So that tells me that this is not supposed to go in behind like that. I wouldn't think. I think it's supposed to go on top somehow. Anyway, let's just go peruse ahead. I think it's around step 33. Okay, here we are on step 33. And CC gets plugged in on the deck here. Remember, it was yesterday or the day before we had the hanger deck, and we were plugging this on into it. Now, if we put the macro lens on, it's possible we're going to be able to see, you know, how this is all supposed to go here. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever run into anything like this yet. Okay, I think I can see what is supposed to happen here. Okay, where the arrow starts, it should have actually had little dashes that would go right up to here, and I think that the arrow actually would start from back here, because I was noticing that I can fit this in pretty good like this. And the reason they want you to do that last is because this piece here, which I want to be careful not to break my little railing. Let's just plug this in and see what we can do here. Now, very careful now. Let's not break our railing. Now, then this piece here, it fits in like this. Now watch out for the railing. Ooh, that railing is a little bit, okay. Yeah, in order to get this get this in, I have to move the railing out. Maybe I've got the railing glued too close in here. Yeah, I'm going to break the railing off, aren't I? I'm going to have to do this off camera. Yeah. But I think that this is how it's actually supposed to go. You know what? What do we got here? It's 27 minutes after 10. I think it's time to go to McDonald's. Okay, I'm back. Just a little over an hour, I guess, has passed. And I went to McDonald's, the one on the other side of the river. I'm back already. I didn't stay too long. Maybe 15 minutes. But when I got there, I didn't realize it, but somebody had a medical emergency. And I sit myself down and start sipping my coffee and do my usual thing talk about how much McDonald's coffee was cheaper than Dairy Queen and so on. Well, you can watch the video if you want. I'll probably upload the ride on YouTube, and you can see it. But yeah, I was sort of complaining to the camera a little bit about how that sort of spoiled my nostalgic moment at a McDonald's that my wife and I had frequented years ago, many years ago. I think as early as 1979. And now it was same location but a different building. But anyway, afterwards I was thinking, here I am complaining about how their medical emergency had kind of spoiled my moment. How selfish of me. Here somebody was, in distress to the point of a fire truck and 2 ambulances came, or three vehicles altogether anyway, and a whole crew of guys and gals trying to help somebody. I don't know how serious it was. I left. I didn't hang around to watch. Yeah. So that's kind of on my mind at the moment right now. Now, we were going to try and do something about this, weren't we? Okay, I think I basically got this figured out now. I had it actually basically put together just a few moments ago. And I think I've accidentally broken one of these loose here. Yeah, this one here. I must have caught it on something when I was twisting stuff around. Oh, remember I was talking about that this is not straight. You can see there's a bit of a curve there. I think that's an accident. I think that was not supposed to happen. Oh, this one's loose as well. Or is it something else? No, I guess it was this one. Okay, anyway, let's just see if I can't get this quickly back together here. And I'll show you how it's going to go. And I do believe that what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray these pieces separately and then assemble them after, even though they are all going to be the number 82, which is what this is, I think. Yeah. And but what we can do to get this underneath the rail is put it in at a bit of an angle, very carefully now. Then you can sort of see where it will come up and sort of fit into place here. Come on. I had it before. And it goes something like this. But this all has to be glued. Yeah. This is definitely not going to be a process that I can do on camera. Or I'm going to end up breaking my railing off the end there if I haven't already. No, it's still basically on. Okay. Anyway, that's the way it goes. I'm going to wrap her up here for today, folks. Yeah, what do we got here? It's 11:43. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I just don't feel like doing this anymore. Well, we'll see you later. Maybe you'll come for a ride with me on the bike later, and you can ride to McDonald's with me and see the medical emergency. Or, well, I didn't. Not going to video too much of it. You know, I mean, if you were having a medical emergency, would you want somebody putting it on YouTube? Anyway, yeah. See you tomorrow.